What is going on, you guys? This is Tech HD coming at you with a brand new unboxing video, and today we're going to be taking a look at is Logitech's 4K Pro webcam, the BRIO. And I wanted to purchase this right when it came out, but after seeing a couple of reviews, a couple of videos, I saw that there was a lot of bugs, not with the webcam in the hardware department, but more into software with the firmware. And since it's a brand new webcam and it's like one of the only webcams that support 4K compatibility, and they offered a lot of other features like HDR, Bright Light 3, other type of depth of fields, and it's just there was a lot of bugs with the software, issues with manual contrast, focus, exposure, stuff like that. So I wanted to wait a little bit, wait until they fix a bunch of the bugs. And now by the time that this video is out, this video was recorded on August 27th, so just to let you guys know about that. And by now they should fix a whole bunch of stuff like that. So what's really good about the 4K Pro webcam is mainly I want to do this, I want to use this for making 4K videos. Of course, all my videos now have been on 4K, and I want stuff like how-to videos and all sorts of things like that to be in 4K, and also streaming. Now I care about streaming in 4K and not that much, but what I really care about is the 1080p at 60 frames per second, and that is where this really shines. So it shoots 4K, true 4K, 4096 by 2160 at 30 frames per second, and then 1080p at either 30 or 60 frames per second, which is really good. 720p at 30, 60, and 90 frames per second. So that is pretty insane. This has an omnidirectional stereo microphone, and basically I like that feature of the 1080p 60 frames per second, because when I'm streaming I have my capture card set to 1080p at 60, but I have my webcam set to 1080p at 30, so you know it's not that big of a deal, but I really like that. And this has a whole bunch of features, so we're going to be definitely taking a look at this. We're going to be comparing it to another webcam, the most popular one, which is the Logitech C920, and that one shoots 1080p at 30 and 720p at 30 as well. So for the price point of this, $200, that is pretty insane. But we're going to be taking a look at this, we're going to be seeing what it comes with, and then we're going to be checking out a bunch of comparisons. Also, I am going to be shooting, I'm going to be having other videos. They're just going to be unlisted, but they will be down in the description below of other tests like 720p at 60, maybe 90 if YouTube does it well or anything like that. 1080p at 60. This one is 4K. This video specifically is 4K, stuff like that. But overall, that's what we're going to be testing. So I will have links down in the description below for all the enlisted, and let's just get right into this. Alright? Okay, you guys, so now taking a look at this, we got the Logitech 4K Pro webcam with Bright Light 3 and HDR. So now taking a look at this, you can see the actual webcam over here, some other what it comes with. So it comes with the camera, the little clip, pouch, the cable, and some documents. And then it describes a couple of features like Bright Light 3 with HDR, ultra secure login with Windows Hello, camera setting applications, all of that, some other specifications. I pretty much already explained everything, and some of the requirements: it supports Windows 7, 8, and 10, and Mac OS 10 or higher, 10.8 or higher, and that is pretty much it. And then you can see Mac, Windows, all of that, Windows Hello, and Skype for Business, so, and Cisco compatibility. So that is pretty cool. So now let's get right into this. Let's open this. This is for also to download the camera settings, software for product, all of that. So now let's open this up, and let's move everything else. So let's throw that box to the side, and then over here we got the Pro webcam itself first. So if we remove this, lift that up, let's move that to the side first, and then let's get everything else out of the box. So let's see. Alright, I forgot to mention that this does support, it has a USB Type-C connection, so that is pretty cool for, of course, that 4K compatibility. So alright, so now that's pretty much everything. So now this is how to set it up. Pretty much that's stupidly simple. It has a USB Type-C to USB 3.0. Thank God that they upgraded this, and they upgraded this to the max. USB Type-C is crazy, and then USB 3.0. I mean, USB 3.0 is enough, but for that 4K, you know, you need that Type-C. Got a little bit of a carrying pouch, so if you guys want to take this with you, travel, you know. And we also got a little bit of a secure, so like when you're not using it, you could easily cover it and make sure that you're nice and secure, nobody's hacking into your camera and secretly spying on you. And then we got the camera itself, so let's remove this piece off. There we go. So it automatically has this attached to it, and then you could easily, I believe, remove this. I think it's by pulling it out, and then it becomes a tripod thread so that you can easily mount this on a tripod or anything like that. And this is super thin, pretty small, compact, you know, and then you can easily just place this back on, put it on top of a monitor, and it really fits any type of way that you want to. So that is really cool. And then we got the camera over here with all types of angles. I think it's about 60, 75, and 90 if I'm not mistaken. It has the dual array microphones, and then it has other types of sensors to obviously use that face recognition for the Windows Hello and stuff like that. And all it needs is one port, that USB Type-C, and then you guys are all set. So now we have everything all set up. So now what we're going to do, we're going to be doing some camera tests. We're going to be having some comparisons versus the Logitech C920. That is like the most known webcam for that. And then we're going to be trying other types of camera settings with 1080p at 60, 720p at 60, all of that. And everything will be linked in the description below. So if you guys want to go check that out. So let's get right into this. Alright, so now what you guys are watching is the 4K video at 30 frames per second on the Logitech 4K BRIO, and it is running on OBS Studios, and the settings is lossless, so I can't really tell you guys the bitrate that is going on, and it looks really crisp, really detailed on OBS. Now I was testing it out before, and one thing that I noticed is that on OBS everything looks great, there's no exposure, no nothing like that. But then on the final video, when I watch it after recording, I look really exposed. Like my face is all white and it's just really bad, and it doesn't look like it in OBS at all. Like in OBS it looks honestly perfect, but basically I guess that's a downside of it. Another thing is that in OBS there's a bit of a delay, like about 2 seconds of a delay. And it's, I don't know if that will do any effect to the audio, which it most likely will, so I'll probably fix it in post-production. And what you guys are hearing right now is the audio from the microphone, from the dual array microphone. So now if we switch over to the microphone of the Focusrite Scarlett Solo Studio Pack so that you guys don't get really annoyed of it, we could see a couple other features. So this is right now in the 90-degree wide angle, so you can see my green screen completely, and a little bit more over here in the back, like the walls, and a little bit beyond that you can see a little bit of the door over there. So this is the 90-degree. If we go over to the 75, you can see that it's a little bit cropped, a little bit more zoomed in. You can still see the top piece of the table. And then this is the 65, so this is when it's really zoomed in. And then when you go to 65 and 78, the field of view, the quality will not be that crisp because it's digital, it's not optical or anything like that. So the way that I would set this up, especially for the webcam, is I would zoom in, and then I would probably go a couple, and I think one more, and that's pretty much how I would set it up. So then I'll move a little bit more, and that's basically how I would have everything set up for the green screen effect. And then I would lower the microphone a little bit so it could be out of the frame. So that's how I would have it set up. And then I have the HDR on, and then this is how it is when it's off. It really doesn't do much. This is how it is on. And the advanced features, we have the brightness, the contrast, the autofocus, auto white balance, color intensity. This is all on auto. So if we raise the brightness, you can see that's crazy. Lower that, contrast, then we just leave it at 50. Focus, we bring it back to normal, and then color intensity 100. Let's bring that back to 50, and then the auto white balance is at 4330 Kelvin. So this is a little bit more into the sun style type of style, and then this is more in the blue style, of course. So then we go back to auto mode, and that's pretty much it. And then another thing that I want to test out is, since it has bright light 3 and HDR, I want to show you guys how it is with low light situations, stuff like that. So right now I have multiple lights hitting me, mainly because of the green screen effect. So I have 3 lights hitting me and the green screen, and then I have a overhead light, basically the hair light for the green screen effect. So if I tell Alexa to turn off the light, Alexa, turn off the streaming light. Okay. So now I have the overhead light turned off completely, and now I just have the 3 LED lights hitting me. And in low light situations, it looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. Comparing it to the Logitech C920, this is really good. Alexa, turn on the streaming light. Okay. And then you can see that it works with it, so then it does everything automatic once again. And then if I tell it to turn off the LED lights, Alexa, turn off the LED lights. Okay, so you can see a little bit more of a shadow to my face, and a little bit on the green screen, a little bit more here on this side as well. So that's one thing. Alexa, turn off the streaming light. Okay, so now what you guys are seeing is basically no lights whatsoever. The only light source is from the 2 monitors, and that is pretty much it. And it's working pretty good. It's just that there's a bunch of noise around me, but overall, if I were to compare it to the C920, it would be pitch black. You wouldn't see anything. But in this scenario, it's actually working pretty good. Alexa, turn on the streaming light.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on the LED lights. Okay. So there you guys have it. That is the 4K footage of the Logitech 4K BRIO, and this is shot on 30 FPS. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of the delay. There's a little bit of out of sync, which I will most likely fix in post-production. And the exposure, I might fix it so I could show you guys how it is if I really work with it in post-production. But overall, in OBS, it looks completely fine. I hit my microphone. On OBS, it looks completely fine, but then in the final product, for some reason, it looks just completely weird. It looks way too overexposed, which is something that I know that you guys will not like. And so that's how it is. I will have another video of me shooting in 1080p at 60 frames per second, and then another one comparing it to the C920, which is like known as the king of all webcams for some reason, because it's really reliable and it's really good. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is my unboxing and first look of the Logitech 4K BRIO. Basically, I got this webcam mainly for the 1080p at 60 frames per second, so I could do some streaming and stuff like that. I will be doing some 4K footage as well if needed, but mainly I love the 1080p at 60 because this is what I would really use it for, since I stream at 1080p at 60 frames per second. Because even if you compare it to the Logitech C922X, which is specifically for pro streaming, it shoots at 1080p at 30 and then it shoots 720p at 60. So that's what's really bad about that. What happens if you're streaming at 1080p at 60? You want your webcam to be 1080p at 60 so it can match with it and not be a little bit lower quality, so that it can match with the frame rates. That's why I got the Logitech 4K BRIO, because it shoots at 1080p at 60 and it looks amazing, so now it can match with the gameplay. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Everything will be down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch. As always, it's Tech HD. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!